Alright everyone, this video what I want to do is do some example network posting, alright? So this is just an example site here. It's not an actual blog network site, but we're going to treat this as though it was a blog network site, okay? So I'm logged in here to what would be a blog network site, and I have 5 money sites here. We got saleshealth.com, we got weightlossproducts.com, killerworkouts.com, effectivediets.com, and myhealthylife.com. These are all just made up domain names. We're pretending that these 5 are money sites. Because what I want to do is just go through, do an example post, just show you how I do a post, just the process I go through, how I record it, and how I mix sites together and all that type of stuff. Okay, and we'll cover all that in this video. Alright, so first thing I do is I bring up my article. Okay, I have a random article here. This particular article is on the importance of good health to the society. So, I know I'm going to be posting about health. I order, random health articles. I don't really care what they're on as long as it's about health, like, good health, dieting, working out, whatever. And I send that to a guy named fapcent@gmail.com. We have his resource in the members area, but it's FAPCENT@gmail.com if you want to order from him. He's $2 per 500 words. Just let him know Greg sent you. He usually gives pretty decent articles where they read correctly, but every once in a while they have mistakes in them. He's a cheap writer, but they're good enough for network sites, and I'll just kind of comb over them. I'll just kind of look over them really quick, make a few easy fixes, and that's it. But for the most part, they're decently written, they're spelled correctly, it's unique content. That's all I care about. So what I'll do is I'll take the article and I'll go to Copyscape, because we want to make sure that it's a unique article. Sometimes these guys, they have people working for them and they'll plagiarize content that get easily paid. So we always want to check in here to see if the article is already on the web. So in this particular case, this article is already on the web, so this was actually a plagiarized article, so I would not use this. We don't want to duplicate content, okay? Now, FAPcent, 99% of the time, my articles are unique every time. Every once in a while, I'll run into an article like this. In this case, I wanted to use an article that showed up because I want to show you what it looks like, okay? If you go to compare text, it's only matching 19%, but a whole paragraph is matching, so I probably wouldn't use that. I want a totally unique article, so I actually wouldn't use this. I'm just going to use it for the sake of example, but what I would do is I would delete this article, email them, let them know about it, and I would move on to the next article, run it through, and make sure there's no results found. Okay? Let's just pretend like this is a totally unique article. I'm going to go to Add New Post. I'm going to paste it in. Remember, you can also use the blog network posting software. I'm just going to do it manually from here. I will be using this to find a YouTube video. Alright, so we got our article here. And usually what I would do is just kind of go through the article and maybe, make sure there's no spellings in here that are messed up. I'll just kind of run through it really quick, take like 10 seconds on it. Alright, so I'll make sure it is formatted properly. Sometimes I'll center the heading, sometimes not. Then I'll do it like a similar title. Good health and society, something like that. Alright, so make sure we're formatted okay here. Usually I would zoom out so I can see this easier, but I'm trying to let you guys see as good as you can. You guys should still be able to see that okay. Alright, so it looks formatted okay. Usually I like to add one to two outbound authority links, sometimes 3. Let's see, so I'm just looking for a good place. When I do my outbound authority links, I look for something that people, here's a mistake here, I'm just going to quickly fix. Something that people would want to click on, something that actually makes sense to do an outbound authority link. Maybe treatment of diseases. Okay, so in this case, what I can do actually is use my Finder program. Go find I want a link of PageRank 4 or better. I only need one of them. Add links for treatment of diseases. I could have actually done 10 and pick the best one. So here's a Mayo Clinic on disease treatment. So I'll just copy that and put that in here. Disease treatment. Alright, so I got my authority link in there. Now let's go to our money sites. Alright, we got sales, health, weight loss products. Let's say none of these have links yet. Okay? So maybe this time I'm going to link to sales, health, and I'm going to link to weight loss products. Okay? So let's say sales, health has a page on P90X. Alright? So, and let's say the keyword is P90X workout. So the target URL would be like, let's just say P90X workout, target keyword P90X workout review. And this isn't to show you how I do anchor text. We already have videos about that. This is more just to show you the process of how I do my network posting. Alright, so I copy the target URL. And I want to find somewhere in this article where I can work in P90X workout review. But first, what I want to do is I like to work in the keywords before I put in the link. So since I know I'm doing something about P90X, I want to have that word in here at least once other than the link. Okay, and I'll show you how I do that. Let's kind of look through here. Okay, so I'll just mix it in like this. For this reason, health is a very critical aspect, such as shown in the P90X workout program. I'm just mentioning the keyword that I'm going to be linking to that's not my link. It's co-occurrence. It helps tell Google this site actually does mention P90X. It's not just a link going out there, or we're not trying to just game them, with the only word for P90X being a link out. I think that could look suspicious. It probably doesn't, but it could. So I just like to work in the keyword I'm doing, or work a similar keyword to the keyword I'm doing, P90X stuff, before I add the link. Alright, so now I'm going to work in my link. And I'm just doing this very quickly. And this is a totally off the cuff. Which you can find more about at the P90X workout review. Alright. Doesn't need to make perfect sense, but try to make as much sense as you can. So I got a link to site number 1. Now I'm going to put a link to site number 2. So let's say weight loss products. Let's say we're targeting the home page for this one. Okay? So the target URL would be the home URL. Target keyword, let's say best weight loss products. Okay? So I'm going to make sure I have weight loss products in here somewhere. Alright. Now I can work in my link. Was that my target keyword? Products. Alright, so that's going to link to site 2. Alright, so now I have one link to each site. Sometimes what I'll do here is I would link to a third site maybe. I don't do that too often because then you kind of have a big mix there. But sometimes what I'll do is I'll link to site 1, one link, then I'll link to site 2, this link, and then another link for an inner page of this site. Okay, so I'll do that a lot. For this example, I'm just going to, and I mix it up all the time. Maybe I'll do site 1 and 2 on site 2, and then an authority link. Then next time, maybe I'll do, site 1 twice and site 3 once. Then maybe next time I'll just do site 4 by itself. So I keep mixing it up each time because I don't want a pattern. I don't want to link to site 1, site 2, site 1, site 2, site 1, site 2. You don't want the combination. You want to eliminate as many of those combinations as you can. Okay, you don't want to keep linking to the same two sites in the same post or from the same site over and over and over again. So I'm going to leave this one at 2 links, 2 outbound links to money sites, and then we got 1 authority link. All right. Sometimes I'll add categories, sometimes I won't. Sometimes I'll add tags, sometimes I won't. Sometimes I'll add video, sometimes I'll add pictures, sometimes I'll add picture and video. Okay? In this case, I'm going to add picture and video for example. So let's delete this, and this is the Finder program which you guys have access to. Click on the picture, and I want a picture for weight loss. Insert. Don't know if it froze or what, never happened before. Let me pause it really quick. Oh, that was weird. Let's try this again. Weight loss. Insert. Don't know why it's doing that. Alright, so let's just go find a picture. It has never done that before. Of course, for the video it will. Go to images. And I'm not going to add a picture, I'm just going to show you how I would do it without the program. Type in weight loss. I'm just going to pick one of these random. I like to not pick the top ones because a lot of people who do this will pick the top ones. I'll just scroll down some and pick one that's down here. Maybe like this one or this one, whatever. Save it to my computer. Name it like, weight loss, best weight loss, something like that. Upload it to my site. Alright. In this particular example, I won't use it so I don't have to download it and re-upload it and all that. Now let's go find a relevant YouTube video. Just hit the YouTube button on our network poster. We want something on weight loss. We only need 1 video. Find keywords. Insert, and here's our embed code. Okay. I can just throw this down at the bottom. I'm going to center it. And here is my video. Okay. I'll do a category for this, but not any tags. Let's just do health. Alright, I won't do any tags. Again, sometimes I'll do categories and tags. Sometimes just tags. Sometimes neither. I'm always switching it up. Just random. I actually forgot to delete these 2 brackets. Alright, so this will be ready to go and I will post it. Okay? So go ahead and publish. I'm not going to because these are fake links. Well, I guess I can because it doesn't matter. Alright, so let's go ahead and view the post. And here it is right here. Okay, we got our 3 links, our video at the bottom, and we're good to go. Alright, so now that I've linked to those 2, I'm not going to make any more posts. I'm just going to tell you maybe what oh, I'm sorry, I forgot to put it in my log, because I always log what I do. Alright, so what I do is I do a spreadsheet. I always keep track of what I post, because then you can kind of see what's going on with it. So this URL, anchor text was P90X workout review. Date 12/2/13. Targeted anchor text, same. If it's different, just write something. If it was this is the anchor text, and this would be like the target keyword you're trying to rank for, and then the position that it was in before you made the post. In this case, no position. Alright, so then the next one we posted to this site. I'll put it down here so I have like room under this site. Best weight loss products. 12/2/13. Same. Or you can just leave these blank. That's what I usually do, actually. Just leave them blank if it's the same as the anchor text. The keyword we're trying to rank for. And it's no position because it has no links yet. It's not ranking anywhere. Alright? So I always make this log as well, and I'll save it. So now I have those logged in. Then, like when changes happen, I can come back to the spreadsheet and say, okay, you know, what date did I do? Oh, I'm sorry. Also, you want to put in insert the network site that you posted to. DelawareMoneyMakers.com, because that's important as well. And any other information you want to put, but this is usually what I put. Alright, so we got the target URL, target anchor text, date posted, network site posted to. This would be the keyword you're trying to rank for and where it's ranked currently or before you made the post. Alright, because then you can come back to this data and look at it. And let's say I make another post and another post, and all of a sudden, oh, well, P90X Workout Review is ranked number 32 now. This was the only link to that page. I know that this did a good bit of movement for me. You can kind of look at, you know, what anchor text you used, what you did for your article. You know, you can look at all that type of stuff. And as you make more and more links, you can get more and more data. And that's, you know, how I figure out updates so easily, or I have been figuring them out more easily. All right. So now, so we made that. This would be our first post. You know, we have these two right here. Maybe next time. So that would be post number 1. Let me just copy this. Post 1 to site 1 and site 2. Alright, so I'll leave these. Alright, so that was post 1. Then post 2, maybe I'll go to site A again. Okay. So site 1. Let's say the target URL. Maybe I'm doing like the Insanity workout program now. So a different page. Target keyword. Insanity workout program. Alright. And then maybe I'll link to site 3 with that one. KillerWorkouts.com. Let's say the target is the best workouts. Then maybe target keyword, best workouts online. And again, the important part here is not the anchor text, but just how I link site, how I don't create patterns. Okay, so again, I'm not, since post 1 I linked to site 1 and 2, I'm not going to link to site 1 and 2 together again if I can help it. You know, maybe I'll link to site 1 and 3 this time, and then maybe 2 and 4, and then maybe 4 and 5, and then maybe 1 and 5, and then maybe, you know, 3 and 5, then maybe just 1, then maybe just 5. You know, so I mix it up like that, where I'm not constantly making the same post. All right, and let's say I want another link to site 2. Hardest workouts. So in this particular post, I have 3 money site links. Okay. So I think you guys get the point here where, you know, I mix up between the sites I link out to, the combination of sites. I'm not going to keep linking to site 1 and site 2 over and over together, you know, together over and over again. I'm going to mix it up. I'm going to link to site 1 and 2 maybe once, then I'm going to link to site 1 and 3, and then maybe, you know, 2 and 5, and then maybe 3 and 4, and then maybe just 1 by itself, and then maybe just 4 by itself, maybe just 2 by itself. Maybe one time I'll mix in 3 of them at once. I don't do that very often, though. I like to stay away from that. You know, sometimes when I link these 2 together, I'll just do 1 link for each. Sometimes I'll do 2 links for this one, 1 for this one. So that's how I mix it up. I usually don't do more than 3 money site links, though, or money page links, I should say. All right, so that should clear up how I'm posting to my network. how I'm adding relevant text. Like if I'm posting about the best weight loss products, since I order general articles, I'll make sure there's something about weight loss in there. It's at least mentioned once. Just like the P90X example, general articles are probably not going to have P90X in it, so you can kind of work it in, and then of course work it in again when you actually do your link. Doesn't have to be perfect, just as long as it makes somewhat decent sense. Alright, so hopefully this video helps you with your posting. Just don't create patterns, just keep mixing things up. Sometimes use categories, sometimes tags, sometimes both. Sometimes use images, sometimes use images and videos, sometimes use just videos, sometimes use neither. Just keep switching it up. Always stay as random as you can, right? Again, hopefully this video helps. Talk to you soon.